If you bought an iPhone 17 recently, Apple has already moved past you. That phone was never meant to hold its value in Apple's own lineup. This isn't bad timing. It's planned obsolescence by positioning. Apple has a clear pattern here. In February, it killed the iPhone SE and replaced it with the iPhone 16e, a so-called entry-level device that quietly delivered a 6.1-inch OLED display, an A18 chip with Apple Intelligence support, a 48-megapixel camera, USB-C, and an action button. On paper, it looked generous. In reality, it was carefully restrained. The most obvious restraint was MagSafe. The iPhone 16e shipped without magnetic wireless charging, limited to slow 7.5-watt Qi charging. That wasn't a technical limitation, it was a pricing decision. Now, according to a report, Apple plans to remove that limitation with the iPhone 17e. The report states the device will support magnetic wireless charging, which clearly points to full MagSafe support, likely delivering 20 watts or even 25 watt speeds. Apple is fixing a problem it created one generation earlier. Performance is where Apple's strategy becomes uncomfortable. Multiple leaks suggest the iPhone 17e will use the same A19 series generation chip as the iPhone 17. That means nearly identical performance in real-world use. Apps, games, AI tasks, and overall responsiveness. When a $599 phone delivers performance in the same class as Apple's more expensive models, it exposes how much artificial separation exists in the lineup. This isn't Apple being generous. It's Apple undercutting its own mid-tier devices to dominate the segment. Connectivity follows the same pattern. The information reports that the iPhone 17e will move to Apple's second-generation C1X modem. The iPhone 16e used the first-generation C1 modem, while the improved C1X debuted in the iPhone Air. That upgrade signals better efficiency and more stable cellular performance, another area Apple usually reserves as a quiet differentiator. With the 17th, that gap narrows again. Design perception still matters, but Apple appears undecided. Some leaks suggest the notch may remain, while others hint at a pill-shaped dynamic island. What's clear is that the distinction matters less when the fundamentals are this strong. OLED, modern internals, MagSafe, and flagship-grade power make the budget label meaningless in daily use. Most buyers won't feel like they compromised. The final lever Apple can still pull is the display refresh rate. Leaks remain divided. If Apple caps the iPhone 17e at 60 Hz, it still becomes the most rational purchase in the lineup. If Apple unexpectedly allows 90 Hz, the logic behind buying anything more expensive collapses instantly. Apple is expected to release the iPhone 17e in spring 2026. The iPhone 16e currently starts at $599 in the US. And while pricing for the 17e hasn't been confirmed, keeping it at that level would make the standard iPhone 17 increasingly difficult to justify.